Alright, what's up? First and foremost, I want to react to this very important TikTok that I found. Go.
Fuck you, Nike. You want to do devil shoes? This is what I think of y'all.
Greatest video of all time. So the context for this F you Nike video, if you guys remember a couple podcasts ago, we discussed the Lil Nas X drama where he made he partnered with this company and made these Satan shoes, and with the real drop of blood in them, allegedly cost $666, and they had a Nike on them. They branded them as Nike, which, you know, based on your ethical brain, may or not be the best thing ever to brand another company on your devil shoes, your Satan shoes. Maybe not the best plan of action to do to like a huge company, because I don't know if we talked about it in that episode, but that company got sued. So a lot of people got pissed because they thought it was Nike. They thought Nike made these Satan shoes, but it was actually this other company.
Fuck you, Nike. You want to do devil shoes? This is what I think of y'all.
So this video is funny to me for multiple reasons. Number one, the first time I watched this video, I thought she said devil shiz, which if you're from Utah, you know that we replace swear words with things like shiz, frick, f, dang, that kind of thing. And so I thought she said devil shiz because, you know, she's southern, retarded, has that accent. And so I thought she, first of all, said the F word and then moved to shiz. And I thought it was funny that she was like bleeping herself in that sense. But then I realized she was saying shoes, devil shoes. And it was less funny. But I love these shoes, dude. I love this, dude. I love these videos where people are taking a stand against Nike. It wasn't just this. It was like Colin Kaepernick, like all this stuff. Anytime Nike does something, or any company for that matter, that's like against what people believe, they just start throwing stuff away and burning stuff and filming it, and they think that's like bringing down the company somehow, which is interesting. But yeah, and I think it's funny that she only has like Nike underwear and like Nike socks. Like they were just like, honey, what do we got? Do we got any Nike? Do we got any of that Nike stuff? Yeah, we got some of that underwear your aunt gave me for Christmas. We got to throw that in the trash. We got to make a TikTok. We got to throw that in the trash, make a video. I'm sick and tired of this devil shiz. I'm sick and tired of this effing devil shiz. All right? We got to throw that in the trash, make a video, make a TikTok, start a wildfire. Hey, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Gardner vs. the World. I am your host, Broc Gardner. This show is not sponsored, so you can support us for free by subscribing, liking, commenting, or leaving a 5-star review. Thanks so much for listening, and enjoy the show. Yo. I know what you're thinking, man. And I know what you're thinking, dude, and I know what you're thinking, too. You think I just can't read your thoughts? I know exactly what you're thinking. Broc, why are you doing this? Why are you in a different place? I'm not. I'm like 2 feet back from where I usually am. I'm in the same place at the same time. Not really. And why are you using a microphone in your hand instead of your nice $400 microphone that has a nice, expensive boom arm that you spend so much money on, and now it's just sitting on that desk? Well, because I like to change pace. Okay? I don't want to just sit there at the same mic, you know, the same desk, the same shot. I want to switch it up, okay? If that answers your question, hello. I bought these $58 mics. I bought 2 of these cheaper mics, just in case, like, if I want to have more people on at one time, more than 2, then I have 4 mics. And nobody's used them yet because I haven't had that many people in here. So I just wanted to. I wanted to see what this is like. I kind of feel more laid back, too. I can slouch back, kick my feet up right here in the air. So yeah, that answers your question. Hello. Thank you for watching this show. Thank you for joining us. I hope you enjoyed the devil shiz video as much as I did. And what else do we got in our notes? Dude, and we got a great show planned for you today, okay? We are going to discuss some stuff that I found interesting. Number one, I'm going to give my take on some stuff. We talk about like Chick-Fil-A Robots. It's interesting. And then we're going to go into this book that I'm reading for like motivation, because I'm really inspired. And I I like to talk about books. When I find stuff interesting, when I'm learning about it, I like to compress the knowledge and then just feed it back out. It's fun for me. I like to do it. Okay? So that's what we're doing. And then after that, I get to your guys' questions because I went on Instagram and asked for you guys questions, opinions, advice, anything like that. And you guys freaking delivered, dude. And we might talk about like this show I'm watching and this album. Lots of stuff, dude. So stay tuned and thank you. This first video I found on Reddit and I do not know what it is, but it's called Dumb Kid Falls Off Fridge. And let's watch it, dude. And let's watch it. It seemed interesting. And there's a server error. And there's a server error too. Did it get taken down? Did it get taken down? Why can I not find it? Oh, Lord Almighty, hear my prayers. All right, guess we're not watching that video. All right, so let's talk about the Chick-Fil-A robots first and foremost, bro. Let me connect to the internet because apparently you need that. Who would have thought you need the internet? Why do you need the internet for Apple News? Screw it. It's not pulling up, dude, and it's not pulling up. Okay, now it's pulling up. So this is a Fox News headline. Chick-fil-A testing delivery robots in California. I hate, dude, Kate, first and foremost, I hate when, like, news articles have, like, you know, like, the one-liners? It's, like, in articles. It's in, like, news shows. There's, like, this one, like, let's just, for example, this one-liner. The next time you order some Chick-fil-A, a robot might be taking the delivery. It's so corny, dude. It's so corny. Just say the thing. You don't need to start. The next time you order Chick-fil-A, a robot might be delivering your order. More on that at KSL 10 News or whatever, you know? So annoying. News people, stop doing that. News people, stop doing that. Number one. Robotic delivery service KiwiBot said that it has partnered with Chick-fil-A to test semi-autonomous delivery service at one of its locations in Santa Monica, California. KiwiBot revealed its newest model of delivery robot, which features new cameras, lights, and modular features, as well as a display screen with an animated face. The company announced that it has partnered with Segway for manufacturing and that it was adding new delivery service with Shopify, powered businesses in Los Angeles, San Jose, Miami, Pittsburgh, and Detroit. Yeah. Sick. So then there's this tweet from KiwiBot. It says, 4 years ago, KiwiBot embarked on a journey to reimagine the future of the last mile delivery. Today, we are proud to show you our new KiwiBot 4.0. And let's watch this video. Okay, dude. We're going to turn this down in case it has, like, you know, copyrighted music. Okay, so for those of you watching on video, it looks like a toaster on wheels with a face. It looks like a toaster on wheels with a face, and also one of those, like, if you're a nerd like me and you watch Star Wars, there's like a robot that like just wheels around the Death Star that looks just like this. So here's them on Santa Monica Beach, driving amongst the people, and this guy's like pretending to fight it, being all goofy. It's kind of interesting, man. I don't know how I feel about this, quite honestly. I don't know how I feel about it. Seems really unnecessary and stupid. My first reaction is this product right now seems really unnecessary and stupid. Could it potentially be something interesting and helpful to society? Yeah, it probably could. It's the first, you know, well, it's the 4.0, but it's kind of like the first rendition, you know? It's kind of like the first imagination of this. We've never had delivery robots. So, I mean, it seems really unnecessary in my eyes because it's like, just deliver the food. Like, and it's also putting people out of jobs too. Which I have, okay, dude, I don't know. I have like a weird qualm. I got like a weird argument in my head constantly. This is a deep question, bro. Do we sacrifice bogging down technological advances in order to keep jobs. There's lots of different. I don't even know the answer. I don't know my opinion on it. Because on one side, I think that stuff like this could take lots of, like, think of all the Postmates drivers, delivery boys, all those like Uber Eats, all these people that have found jobs delivering food, delivering services, especially like in the pandemic, a lot of people have moved to that. Think of all those people that are going to lose jobs to these little toasters on wheels if it eventually takes off and becomes like a normal part of society, I'm saying. And every delivery that you order is made by one of these bots. Then think about all the people that will lose their jobs. And it's the same with truck drivers. That's like a big concern for a lot of people. Like truck drivers will lose their jobs if that stuff becomes autonomous. If our buddy Elon figures out how to make that stuff autonomous. And how many truck drivers are there in the country, dude? So many. There's got to be like a solid percentage of the population that's a truck driver in this country. You look on the road, there's trucks all the time. There's so many truck drivers, and if we figured out how to make it autonomous and that became the norm, then those guys would all lose their jobs. But then, also, I feel like as technology kind of grows and gets more and more advanced, I think that also opens up a lot of jobs. So we might lose these task jobs. That's not I don't know how to articulate myself. Hey, how about if you have a podcast, figure out how to articulate your thoughts first. But you know what I'm saying? Like delivery guys, truck drivers, those kind of jobs might be rendered obsolete in the future, but that could also open up a lot of new avenues for like more advanced jobs / higher paying jobs, I feel like. Does that make any sense? So like instead of like a truck driver, somebody that might become a truck driver in 1980 might have to choose a different path and might become like a coder, because that will be like the new truck driving, like those jobs that are just like all over. I feel like software developer, dude, if you're not sure what you want to do and you like don't want to have like a solid 9 to 5 or like a I don't know what you'd call it, I would look into software development. It's crazy. I've looked into it before too as a career. I almost went to school for it. It was between that and like business, so I'm just going to business school and just effing around. Cause I'm such a douchebag, dude. I'm such a tool. You know? I'm going to business school. Imagine. I'm a entrepreneur at heart. Yet I've started no companies and probably never will. Anyways, if you like looking for a job and like looking for a career, I would look at software development, dude, because that stuff, for those of you that don't know, that's where you like write code. You can build platforms. That's where like every action that you take on Instagram, Twitter, any app, like on your phone, anything you do with your phone or on your TV, all that stuff is done by coding and software development. You have to have people write that out. And it's like a whole nother language. It's crazy. I'm not smart enough to do it. All I do is sit here and talk about it on microphone. But if you're looking for a job, I think that would be an interesting avenue to go, because there's so many there's so many jobs. There's so many software development jobs, and you can work remote, I'm sure, for a lot of them. And they're good paying too. And it'll only increase. I think those jobs will only increase with time, software development. Because think of all the new technology and all the new apps and everything. Everybody's trying to make something new. You know what I'm saying? So that would be a good career to look into if you're not sure, and if you're kind of interested in technology. What was I talking about? So yeah, do we kind of slow down our technological advances to where people can kind of keep these jobs that machines might take over, or do we just keep pushing along and hope that these people will figure out a new avenue. Does that make any sense? I'm leaning towards the latter because I don't like to, slow down creativity. But it is an interesting thing to think about, dude. It's kind of an interesting moral issue, Thinking about technology and like AI. Good Lord. We're in trouble, dude. Imagine one of those little robots. Imagine if all those robots just became aware. I don't know if you guys watch Godzilla vs. Kong, dude. It's a pretty ridiculous show. It wasn't that good. Kong Skull Island is far superior. But they were trying to make this robot Godzilla to stop Godzilla in the future and like other things. And they made it look exactly like Godzilla 2, which I thought was stupid. Make your own thing. Make your own thing. Hey, guys, make your own thing. And then it became self-aware and killed this Asian guy that was trying to control it. And it went off, and Kong and Godzilla had to fight it. So, if an AI Godzilla becomes aware, dude, good luck. But yeah, I thought this was an interesting thing that was happening with Chick-fil-A partnering. I mean, what's your guys' thoughts on this, man? You can comment down below. What are your thoughts on delivery robots? You think it's cool, corny? I personally think it's a little bit corny. Put technology elsewhere. I feel like we've got delivery kind of down, We've got people that do that already and make money and like contribute to the economy. Let's figure out how to give other people jobs, get people out of their houses more. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of scary to me, dude. I'm gonna be honest, I've been struggling with the pandemic first of all, and then I feel like everybody, this might be the minority too, because there's lots of people that I've seen that are with me and you want to like live life and go outside and stuff, but I feel like there's a lot of people that are just fine with not ever going outside. Hey, that's terrifying. Like with VR, a lot of people are saying VR is going to be, I don't know, dude. It just makes me sick to think about a dystopian future where everybody's living in VR in their houses and they work remote from their homes. Nobody's going outside. Everything's getting delivered to them and nobody leaves their home. Whether that's in fear of some sort of virus in the future, in fear of, I don't know, or whether that's just, you just want to stay inside because you don't want to go outside. Because if you think about, dude, I really think there's a very small percentage. People make it out to be a big percentage of people that care about this pandemic. I don't. Most of the people I know don't. In the state that it's in right now. I think what we did I don't know, dude. I don't know, man. It was handled poorly, but most of the people that I know and have seen on the internet are for just going back to life, and we're okay with taking the risk of going back to regular life because you can't live in fear of things all the time. But then there's that small portion of people that are like, no, we have to stay inside, and I feel like it's because that small portion of people just doesn't want to go outside, doesn't want to interact with people, doesn't want to have to go back to work. You know what I'm saying? They're scared of life more than like a virus, I think. And I think it's a small percentage right now, but if that percentage of the population grows, we could be in trouble because then more and more people will just stay inside and it'll be worse than it was during the very start of quarantine when everybody was inside. It'll be worse. People will just be in VR, because if VR, you can make this fantasy world. And I think we don't promote enough that you can make your life whatever you want to be in real life. In real life, you can do that. We promote too much that you have to do certain things in life, and that's just life sucks and it's just terrible, and you have to go to work and you have to get a job and the taxes and the government and everybody's out to get you. I feel like we promote that too much when that's not reality. And what do I know? I'm not even 18 yet. Still got a couple more weeks. I'm underage. Just so you know. And it makes me think like, if we promoted more like you can do, like remember when we were kids and everybody was like, hey, you can do whatever you want. I still have that mentality. And a lot of people have lost it. And, you know, who knows who's right and who's wrong, but I still have the mentality you can make your life whatever you want to be. And I'm trying to promote that. I'm trying to get that out there. Like, you can do whatever you want. In real life, you can do whatever you want. There's some things you can't do, obviously. But, like, I'm saying, in VR, there's, like, all this stuff I'm hearing about, like, what is it called? Like, Second Life or something? There's, like, this thing called Second Life where you literally just live a life. And, like, there's GTA stuff where you are in VR and you just become a different person. You have a character, a backstory, all this stuff, and you just live this life away from your own. And in my, I don't want to sound like a boomer, but that kind of scares me, dude. That stuff freaks me out because it's appealing to a lot of people that don't have what they want in life. Why would I stay here in this reality when I could go into this other one and be this other guy that's way cooler, is way better with the ladies, has more of a successful career, all this different stuff. You know, it's something to think about, bro. It's that world kind of scares me, and I hope I'm dead before that happens, to be quite honest with you. But I think life will be good. It seems like things are going back to the way they were, which is a good sign, you know. We're going to have a good summer. For sure. And then just don't put up with it, dude. Just don't put up with stuff. Don't just do stuff just because people tell you. Do your own research, do your own thinking, I guess, for future reference. What else did we have? We had lots of stuff. I make it sound like I don't have anything else planned. Oh yeah, so Brecken. My boy Brecken. Let's give Brecken a round of applause, babies. Brecken Nelson, one of my best friends in the entire world, got his mission call last night. Going to Jacksonville, Florida, baby. Which, if you recall, 2 podcasts ago when we were talking about it, I did say Florida, and the evidence is there, and you can go watch it, and it's there. And I said Florida. And I said that. So yeah, dude, props to Broc, bro. He's gonna be swimming down there. Not literally, probably. I don't know if you can swim on a mission. But he's a beachy guy. He's a beachy vibe guy. His room is a beach. And so it's good for him, dude. And I'm excited for all those guys. They all have their calls now. If you didn't know, Matt's going to Texas. Ty's going to Liberia, Africa. Don't know what happened there. But yeah, so the boys got their mission calls, and I'm super excited for them, dude. And it's kind of sad that they're gonna leave for a couple years, and I struggle with it for a while, but we're figuring stuff out day by day. You know, I got my own stuff I want to do, so I'll just focus more on that when they're gone. But yeah, props to them, dude. Congrats to them. Drop a congrats to the boys. Drop a congrats to the boys in the comments. If you're a boy, if you're the boys, and if you are the boys, you know you're the boys. Drop congrats to the boys in the comments right now, bro. Congrats to the boys. And that's to boys everywhere, dude. Not just to my boys, that's to boys everywhere. And you don't have to be a boy to be the boys. Contrary to popular belief, you can be any gender or race or whatever you think, as long as you have the boys mentality. And so drop a congrats to the boys in the comments, and also leave a like. Next up on the show, I want to be a radio DJ, dude, so badly. I've always wanted to be a radio DJ. And I might figure out how to do that in college. You know, that would be sick. That would be sick, dude. I want to be a radio DJ. Hey, welcome to WERX. Now we're going to listen to Peaches by Justin Bieber. You're on 105 The Wave. Or like when they do the build-up, dude. You know, like when they do the build-up and they like start playing a song. Let's do this. We're going to get copyright infringed. And I don't care because I don't make any money, okay? Hey, welcome to WERE The Wave. We got a great song for you. Justin Bieber, Peaches, featuring Daniel Caesar. You know what I'm saying? They got the build-up, dude. They do the build-up. They start playing the song. It's so dope. I love it. But if the problem, if I was on the radio, dude, I'd say some crazy stuff. I'd say some insane stuff. And I don't think they allow that on the radio. When I listen to the radio, it's like, I can't remember what was the example I used that one time. It's just ridiculous, dude. It's ridiculous, the kind of stuff they say on the radio. They're just talking about, oh, it's National Pancake Day. Okay, who cares? Hey, it's National Pancake Day, so hope y'all had your pancakes this morning. Personally, I like blueberries. Shut the F up, dude. Say something important. Come on. That's all that's on this show is important stuff. Please. Get a grip. Get a grip on reality. If I was on the radio, I'd be off in a day. But I'm going to figure out how to do it. I would like to do like college radio. Yo, if you're a Dixie State rep watching this, I would love to do Dixie State radio while I'm attending. I got years of experience, baby. Years. I know how to work audio equipment. I know everything. I had to do a presentation in school just barely, and I winged the whole thing, dude. Went up in front of the class, and I did the whole thing off the top of my head. The 10X Rule. This is the book I'm reading right now, okay? It's called The 10X Rule by Grant Cardone. And he reads it like a podcast. And he's Southern, too. And he says dude in it and heck and all this weird stuff. Just kind of like throws it in while he's reading, which is kind of funny. But, yeah, so basically the 10X Rule, this guy is talking about you got to set 10X goals, which means 10X basically like 10 times. Like 10 times bigger than what you think you can do, which is crazy, and we'll get into that in a second. And then you have to have 10X action. Massive action is one of the key terms he keeps saying. Massive action, which just means do the thing. So he's basically saying in order to succeed, you need to set these huge goals and take huge action, and then do that consistently in order to be successful. And he kind of breaks it down into all these different things. But yeah, I've just been writing stuff that I find interesting. So these are kind of all over the place, but like when he says like a line or like something interesting, I'd write it down in my notes. So the first one, would you rather miss a subpar goal or miss a high goal? So this is kind of where like the 10X thinking comes in. So would you rather set like a moderate goal? Because a lot of people tell you to be realistic in your goals. To be realistic in your goals. And we learned that in school recently. Be realistic when you set your goals, and because you don't want to be disappointed or something. But this guy says set huge goals. Take the goal that you think you can do, and then times it by 10. Make it insane. Huge, broad goals that you want to achieve. Write them down. Because would you rather shoot for a moderate goal and miss, or would you rather shoot for a huge goal and miss the huge goal? Because if you miss a huge goal, you're still landing somewhere great. It's kind of like shoot for the moon, aim for the stars, or whatever. Is that what the thing is? The Pop Smoke thing? If you shoot for the moon or whatever, that saying is, even if you miss, you'll land among the stars, or whatever that corny quote is. It's I like the quote. But yeah, so that's basically what it's talking about. It's like you gotta take these massive goals, even if it's crazy, dude. You gotta like set these world-changing goals and then just go after them. You know, just go after these huge these achievements that you want. And then even if you miss, which, you know, who knows? Even if you miss, you'll still be successful and land somewhere in between moderate and superb. Does that make any sense? Does that make any sense to any of you? So that was the first note I took. And the second one, you can either work to make your dreams come true or be used as a resource to make somebody else's dream come true. This one, I touch on this a lot, dude, like the 9-to-5 working versus starting your own thing. And I know it's not in everybody's deck of cards to start their own thing. And nobody wants to work a 9-to-5. I understand that. Nobody wants to do somebody else's bidding. That's kind of what this quote is saying. It's like, Do you want to work your whole life? Because no matter what, you're probably going to be working hard at something, whether that's a 9-to-5 job, a podcast, entrepreneurship, starting your own business. You know what I'm saying? Whatever dreams you have or whatever you're doing, you're going to be working hard. So you can either work hard achieving somebody else's dream, which would be working for a company, kind of doing like, you know, just the day-to-day stuff that many people do, to make their bosses. But the person that started that company, you're working to achieve their dream instead of your own. Or you can take that energy that you would spend and work to make your dreams come true, make your vision happen, make your ideal life happen. The energy has to go somewhere, dude. Everybody's got energy and ideas and big things they want to do, and it has to go somewhere. So it may as well be to do what you want to do, if that makes any sense. It may as well go to achieving your dream. And I know I sound like Gary Vee right now. This stuff isn't very specific, you know. You got to know what your dream is. I would say to figure out what your dream is and what your passion is, you got to try a bunch of different stuff. Just go do a bunch of stuff, which is actually something that he says that's interesting that I didn't write down, is say yes to everything. Say yes to everything. It's he was listing characteristics of successful people, and one of them was they say yes to everything. Every new opportunity, every new business opportunity, they say yes. And it opens up a lot of new doors, and you'll find yourself in a lot of new places and meeting new people and all this stuff. So I would say to find your passion or your dream or whatever, you got to find what you like to do. So say yes to a bunch of different stuff. Go do a bunch of stuff. Try everything, dude. It's like that gazelle from Zootopia said it best, dude, and she was kind of hot too. All right? We're not getting back into the cartoon characters thing. You can listen to episode 56 for that one. So yeah, work to make your own dream come true, I would say. Another one is stop being a victim, which is interesting, and I struggle with this a lot, dude, because it's like you get discouraged a lot, especially like me personally. I get discouraged when I'm trying my hardest to make my dreams happen, and then it doesn't necessarily pan out to what I thought it was going to be. Like if I post a podcast and I'm really excited about this and like thought it was a great show, I put it out there. I think it's funny. I think it's good, entertaining, like helpful. I put it out there and it gets like 20 views. And like I feel like I'm a victim. And like, oh man, everybody's against me, you know, like and that's everybody, dude. Everybody instantly puts their problems on other people instead of looking at themselves. They'll be like, oh, these people don't know what good comedy is. That's one thing that like comedians say all the time. These people don't know good comedy. It's like, maybe you don't know good comedy. Look at yourself, dude, because people that's just a human characteristic. Nobody wants to look at themselves. Put the blame on other people before you look at yourself and what you're doing wrong. So that's one thing. Stop being a victim. Start looking at yourself when stuff doesn't go your way and figuring out what you can do better and what you did wrong, dude. And just try to better yourself, man. There's no harm. You got time. You can better yourself every single day. So don't stress about it too much because nobody gets anything accomplished. You're not going to get any better by blaming the other outside forces, you know? You're not going to get any improvement by saying, oh, these people just don't like what I do because they don't know that it's funny. They don't know that it's funny, dude? Hello. Fix it, dude. Come on, be better. Hey, be better, you know? Next one, make success an obligation or an ethical commitment to yourself and your family instead of something that just may or may not happen to you. I found that one way interesting, dude, and I've been thinking about that a lot, to be honest. Basically, to break that one down, it's like everybody, until you're successful, like I'm not successful. I'm not successful at all. And most people, I mean, success is, it's subjective. Obviously, you can have billions of dollars and still not be happy, and somebody that's middle class and is happy, I would say that's more successful. But I would like to have a good mix of those. So, if you're not successful and you want to be successful, you kind of your mindset is like, this is something that hasn't happened to me, but it could, but it maybe won't, but it maybe will. It's kind of this up in the air thing that you're still like working to make it happen, but it's kind of up in the air. You're like, I don't know if it will. But he's basically saying, instead of having it be like that, you got to have the mindset of it's an obligation. He used the term as like a religious, like a religious journey or something. Like, it's not just something that may or may not happen to you. It's you're making a commitment that this will happen, not even for yourself, for your family, for your friends, for all these people that this might help, your success might help. You have to make an obligation to yourself and a commitment and make it a religious journey, dude, to get this goal that you want. And this does not have to be, I should have prefaced it with this. When I read this book, I think about podcasting, creating, having all this like kind of money from doing what I love to do, and being able to provide for my family by doing what I like to do and enjoying life and having fun. That's what I think about when I read this book. But you guys, it can be for anything, dude. If you want to be like Matthew wants to be a financial advisor, if that's your goal, you listen to this book and it still applies to you. If your goal is to get a girlfriend, you listen to this book and it applies to you. Get a wife, fix your relationship. Any goal that you make or want to achieve, this book it applies to you. It's not just if you want to make a lot of money. This isn't a business book at all. There's some business stuff thrown in, but it's not really a business book. It's a mindset book to help you achieve whatever goal you want to. So yeah, that was super interesting and made it kind of more, I don't know, set in stone. It's easier to be motivated when it's like, this is an obligation. Like, I got to do this. And that's kind of how it's been for me all along. For the past like year, it's like, I have to figure this out. But that's, this one said, set huge goals, write them down twice a day, set goals that interconnect with each other. And I didn't write this down, but he also added like they should be like, what did he say? It was something to do with like his family and like his church. They should have like a good reasoning behind them. That wasn't the exact words he used, but he put it a lot better, obviously, because he's a lot smarter than me. But so set huge goals like we talked about earlier, but write them down. And he was talking about how he had a legal pad next to his bed, and he would write his goals down every day. So I've been doing that. So for the past couple of days, I've been just writing. The first couple of times it was before I went to bed, but I think it's better in the morning. You just write down all your goals that you have. And he said to write them down as if you've already achieved them. So an example, like mine, I didn't take a picture of it, I forgot. But off the top of my head, it was like, I am successful, I'm happy, I have a family, I have $10 million, I'm worth $10 million, multi-millionaire, and I've gained this money doing the things that I love to do, and I've helped people along the way by making them smile, making their day a little brighter. And there's some other stuff with that, but yeah, so you write it down like that, and it's kind of like, and if you do that every day, I think if you do it in the morning, you're thinking about it all day. I did it at night the first couple times, it's kind of counterproductive. But if you do it in the morning, and your goal, you can see your goals will change over time. So yeah, I just have a notepad by my bed, and I just write every morning. And I write the same thing too. I kind of change the wording a little bit, but I'll write the same basic outline of what I want my life to look like. And then it's in your mind all day, and kind of the decisions you make are based around that life that you want to achieve. What you do during the day, you're kind of thinking about, will this affect my life in the future? Will this help me get to that point? And it kind of makes you more conscious, helps you think about your goals. I would say write your goals down daily. That would be very important. And you might look like a psychopath just having the same thing written down on a legal pad next to your bed. But, how many people are going to your bed? Let's be real. Not many if you're watching this podcast. I started a new note. All right, this sounds really not good, but it's fine. You won't penetrate with a small amount of action. And I emphasize with start. And this wasn't from the book, but this was kind of something else. It says you can do more in 20 minutes of doing than 20 hours of thinking about doing something. So basically what he's saying there is like, he talks about this a lot. You have to take action. Massive action is what he says. But action nonetheless. And in my mind, I was thinking about like how much noise there is and how many people are trying to do what I'm doing. And I have to figure out how to break through that. It's kind of like poking a hole in like a piece of paper. You got to break through that noise. And you can't do that without like doing stuff. And I feel like it's such a dumb thing to say, dude. But you can't achieve your goals without starting. And a lot of people don't. But I was watching this video the other day, dude. I don't even know what it was. It was like on TikTok or something. This guy was doing a giveaway or something to some chick. And he was like, what do you want to be? And she was like, I want to be a musician. And he's like, all right, where can I listen to your stuff? Oh, I haven't put anything out yet. What, dude? And there's so many people like that. And I feel like music is more like that, and like film. And I used to be like that, dude. I always wanted to be a filmmaker. I still haven't put a film out. I'm going to this year, but I hadn't. And you got to put stuff out, dude. You can't just say that you're going to do something and think that that's going to just propel you. But a lot of people do that, dude. And it sounds stupid, but a lot of people have that mindset. And I don't know what you're waiting for. Like you right now might be like thinking about doing something that could help you be happier. Do it now. Go do it. There's no reason to sit here. Stop watching this podcast. Go do it. Start. I feel like that's where I have the edge on a lot of people is I'm doing it consistently. Now, I'm not saying I'm nothing great, obviously. But I'm at least doing the thing that I want to do and I'm on the path. Some people just look at the path. Some people are just sitting there looking at the path. And they're like, I don't know, I'm just not ready to walk on it yet. Okay, when are you going to be? It's something that I've seen it multiple times, dude. Countless times I've seen people that want to do something, and this is creatively, obviously what I'm saying, because that's where my life is. But it's probably not just in that. It's probably in a lot of stuff. You want to, let's use the example earlier. You wanted to get a wife. You want to find your wife. That's something that me and my friends are kind of thinking about. Like, we're almost to that age. To, find a wife, dude. A companion. Like, how are you going to do that? I want a wife, but I haven't been going on dates. Haven't really been talking to women. Okay. And how do you expect to do that? It's the same thing. I don't know, dude. I want to start a business, but I haven't started selling anything. Like I've just been trying to get the gears turned into my head, get it all planned out. No, dude. Obviously you need a plan, but do the thing. You can't just sit there and plan the whole time, bro. You got to start somewhere. It's like musicians, the first song that they put out is terrible every time. The first song most of the time that they put out is going to be garbage. But you have to put out a first song in order to put out a second song and a third song and 100th song. So yeah, I'm just going to say that quote again. You can do more in 20 minutes of doing than you can in 20 hours of thinking about doing. I saw that on Instagram or something. But I think about that a lot. You can sit there and think about doing something for 20 hours, but until you start doing the thing for even 20 minutes, nothing gets accomplished. Nothing gets accomplished up here. like planning and stuff like that, I guess, but nothing actually happens until you do it with your hands and with your, extremities. Water break, baby. Water break, baby. It's, my throat's dry, dude. Been talking for an hour and my throat's dry. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Another thing, there's no failure until you quit. We're going to hurry through these because I got to do some other stuff, but there's no failure until you quit. You're not this is also something that I've been thinking about after reading this, is like failure it's not real. Failure isn't real until you decide that you're done. You can start a podcast and have it fail, and then start another podcast, have it fail, for the rest of your life until you die. And during that time, you will have never failed because you keep trying. Does that make any sense? If you start a business and it tanks, you haven't failed as long as you go back after it. It's not a failure if you keep going after what you want, dude. Until you tap and say, I'm done, then that's when you're a failure. Does that make any sense? Until you yourself decide that you're done and you quit and you still haven't made it, that's when you're a failure. But if you fail and you're trying to go, it's not a failure, man. If you tank and you're still trying to get to your goals, it's not a failure. You decide when you're a failure, I guess is what I would say. And then this is the last one. Reach up in your relationships, not side to side or down. So by that, he's meaning like be friends with people that can help you. People that are better than you, smarter than you, more successful than you. Be friends with those people. This is something that I found in because I've been doing a lot of research trying to figure out like how to make businesses successful and stuff. And one of the biggest things I found, and like after doing a lot of research, I found that a lot of people say find the person that's doing what you want to do and reach out to them, which it might be hard for some people to do that, but even if it's like a local person, if there's somebody in your town that you're like, that guy he's got a nice house, he's got a nice family, got a good job, he's got everything I want, got cool cars, dirt bike, whatever, dude, you know what I'm talking about. There's that one person in your town that's like, that guy has everything I want. Go talk to him and ask how he did it. Ask how the guy did it or the girl did it, and make more friends like that, because you're the average of your 5 friends, is something that my coach Jones always says. And I don't know, man. My friends are all still better than me. I don't know if I'm the average of them, but yeah, dude. So those are all the notes I've taken from this book. Again, it's called The 10X Rule by Grant Cardone. I'm listening to it on Audible. I don't know if it's an exclusive or anything like that. You might want to have to look into that. So yeah, that's it, dude. And now we don't have time to get to those, so let's get to you guys' questions real quick before we get out of here. You guys are absolutely amazing. I posted this thing on my Instagram. You have questions or advice, hit us up. And you guys did, and thank you for that. First question we're going to go with is, what's your favorite food and your least favorite food? I'll eat anything, dude. Most of the time, I ate right before I came here, I made a fried egg, put cheese on it, a slice of turkey. I have this bread. We got this wheat bread that has like nuts in it, like sesame seed, like seeds and stuff. I just toast that, put a slice of turkey on the egg, get it all heated up, throw it on the bread, put some avocado on it. Right now, that's my favorite food. My least favorite food would have to be, I don't know, I'm not a seafood guy. I love sushi, but I'm not a seafood guy. I don't like shrimp. They're like bugs, dude. They're like sea bugs. Lobster? Dude, come on. How many legs does that thing have? You don't eat anything with more than 4 legs. Or fewer than 4 legs. You only eat stuff with 4 legs. Let's get that clear. 4 legs is the amount of legs that you can have when you're eating stuff. You don't eat something with 6 legs, and you definitely don't eat something with 2. That'll get you in trouble at freaking what's that guy? What's that guy from Lone Ranger that has like the cannibal? He's a cannibal. He's straight up a cannibal. Armie Hammer. He's straight up a cannibal. Yeah. Shout out to Armie Hammer. Also, do you think you will ever do challenges in your videos? No. I'm not a challenge guy. Should I order some Crocs? It seems to be the cool thing these days. Well, yes. I just got some Crocs, dude, and they absolutely rip. They rip, dude. You can go into sport mode, which defies all laws of physics. Sport mode is when you have the little tab down behind your heel. Defies absolutely all the laws of physics. Mine are loose on me, and they will not come off when I'm in sport mode. They're loose on me, and they will not come off when I'm in sport mode. Even if the thing isn't touching my heel, like if I move around, it won't come off, dude. And I still haven't figured out how that works. If 2 vegetarians fight, is it still considered beef? No. It's considered tofu. If you had to choose... ... the boys or their moms. Listen, bro, I love all the boys' moms, okay? They're like my own mothers. Not really. But they're kind of. They're nice. I guess you mean like attractively? I don't really know what this question means, but I'm gonna have to go with the boys. Again, dude, if you're part of the boys, say congrats to the boys. Let's make the comments go crazy with the boys. You know? I know you guys got me down there. Yeah, I'm going with the boys on that one. Why do fools fall in love? I don't know, man. I wish I could tell you, you know. There's I think it's a chemical, and we all just want to be loved, and you know. Love is interesting, man. What is it? Sometimes I see somebody that has a wife or a husband, I'm like, what? Why did they do that to you? Why are they with you? You know? You're an unpleasant human being. Why are they with you? You know. Everybody's got their different perspectives. And who was I listening to the other day? It was probably in school somewhere. They were like, they heard from somebody else. They gave them advice that was like, you're going to fall in love with whoever you spend a lot of time with. It was like, if you think they're cute and you spend a lot of time with them, you're probably going to fall in love with them. Whatever that means. And I'd probably agree with that, dude. It's just like this companionship that everybody kind of longs for. Yeah, so I guess that is the answer to that question. You're welcome. Next question, nice haircut. Not a question, but it's a thing. And thanks, dude. Lots of people don't like it. Yeah, most people didn't like it when I first cut it. It was getting too long, dude. I didn't want to have to start brushing it, man. You know, I'm not a friggin' girl. It was getting like natty, like knotted. When I was trying to put shampoo in it, it would get caught and it hurt. Just like, this is not for me, dude. Get it out of here. So I diced it and sliced it, but yeah, thanks for that. And then, what was the last one? Dating advice. We kind of did this a couple podcasts ago, but here we go again. Dating advice. My advice to you would just be date as many girls as you possibly can. Not in like a hoe way, not in like a, jerk way, but like you want to figure out who you click with and are compatible with. Because listen, dude, a lot of people, there's a common misconception, like I know anything, dude. Let me preface this with like I know anything. There's a lot of people that think that just because you like the same stuff or, have the same music taste or something that you're going to all of a sudden like be compatible, but that's not true, dude. One of the best examples of that is me and my buddy Matthew Bowler. Matthew, dude, I kind of consider myself as like I don't really think about stuff. I don't think through stuff. I'm kind of an action guy, as we talked about earlier. I like to just do stuff, and I don't really think about the consequences or like how it'll affect me. Like I just go for stuff. I see something, I'm like, I'm gonna do that, and I start doing it. Matthew is very logical and thinks through stuff. So those are like completely opposite, right? So you would think that me and Matt don't get along, but it actually complements each other. We complement each other perfectly. So I kind of give Matthew like this, I push Matthew a little in the wrong direction, and he pushes me in the right direction. We meet somewhere in the middle. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I feel like it. Like maybe I'll marry Matthew, but like that's how I feel like relationship should be. It shouldn't be somebody that's just like you. You should look for somebody that makes you better. Because I don't want to date somebody like me at all. You know? I would hate to date somebody like me. I want to find somebody that makes me better than this, you know? Somebody that helps me, figure stuff out. We kind of like equalize each other. So yeah, I would say date as many people as you can. Just get out there, bro. Be yourself, obviously. Be yourself. Because you don't want to, trick people into dating you. That's no fun. And then they realize who you really are, and they're like, that's not who you were that one time. So just be yourself, dude. And if they don't like you for who you are, you don't want to be with them anyways, dude. You don't want to be with them anyways. And do I sound like an 80s high school movie? Yes, I do. Do I sound like an 80s high school movie? Yes, I do. But that's the truth, man. Be yourself. It's like that Frank Ocean song. Be yourself. Be secure with yourself. Rely upon your own decisions and your own beliefs. Oh, what a great album. What a great album. Speaking of albums, Brockhampton dropped an album last Friday. It was pretty good. I'd rate it a solid 8 or 9 out of 10. For those of you that are interested in that kind of music, go listen to it. You got some rap, you got some pop, you got some rock. You got some soul music too. You got some rap, you got some pop, you got some rock, you got some soul music. You know what I'm saying? That's a good thing. And then there's this television show called Primal that's like a cartoon, and there's no talking. And it's about this caveman, and he is friends with the dinosaur, so go watch that too on HBO Max. Dude, thanks for watching, bro. Sorry, that was a weird transition. I just started talking about dinosaurs. Thank you for watching, dude. Hopefully you got something out of this. It's not too late to like and subscribe and comment. That would be swell. There's some free ways you can help us. I'm not sponsored, as you could tell. So I don't make money from this podcast, but there's some free ways that you can support me. Leave a review, hopefully 5 stars, but if it was a 3-star, it's fine. Leave it on Apple. And then if you're watching on YouTube right now, subscribe, ring the bell so you're notified when these podcasts drop. And comment and like or dislike. Literally, I don't care. It helps me both ways. Comment whatever you want, dude. If you're watching this right now, comment F you Nike. Comment F you Nike. Thank you for watching. I love you guys with my whole heart. Another week, baby. We did it, boys. We did it, dude. And we're going to do it again and again and again and again and again and again and again. And again, dude. 58 episodes. 58. This is literally episode 50 effing 8, dude. Imagine. I would never imagine that I would get this far. This consistent. We are mad consistent, dude. Mad consistent. We do it every week. There's always an episode up, no matter what. And it will be like that until I die, probably. All right, we'll see you guys. Thanks for listening. Love you. Goodbye.